What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to talk about how you can build a business that generates multiple six-figure income in the Medicare world. Let's get right into this. I know you guys know that this is coming, but before I jump into these unbelievably sound principles that I'm going to go through with you, I got to talk to you guys about my favorite lead company, and that's Lead Heroes. Guys, Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketing leads, whether it's final expense leads, Medicare supplement leads, 365 leads. I feel like they just got something for everybody. They have highly trained, skilled, and qualified telemarketers that will essentially take all the hard work of prospecting out of it for you by finding interested and qualified prospects and customers to fill your pipeline. Guys, just because you watch this video today, they're going to give you 10% off any order you make on their website. Link can be found down in the description, as well as the coupon code to use at checkout, so go check them out. All right, guys, let's talk about making multiple six figures. Not just six figures, but multiple six figures in your business. So one thing you got to understand, that in order to make multiple six figures in an insurance agent business, specifically a Medicare business, there is no way around it. You need activity. And it cannot be cheated. There's no way around it. You're going to need activity. Now, what does activity look like in your business? Well, activity is very, very plainly and easily explained, in my personal opinion. My definition of activity is having conversations that could potentially lead to you getting a new client or building your business. Conversations that are going to contribute to you growing the business, right? So that's going to be talking to prospects, having phone conversations, sitting down in person, going to appointments, going to houses, whatever it might be. Activity is key. It's where you need to live. And it's what you need to be focused on, and you need to be committed to it in your first 90 days, right? Especially your first probably 12 to 24 months, more than anything else. You just have to have enough activity. Now, what does activity look like? Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can essentially captivate and really nail activity in your business. I tell people all the time, and I tell agents, that every client you're going to get in your business is either going to cost you one of two things that you have. It's either going to cost you time or money. Which one do you have more of to give up? And that's going to depend on where you are at in your business. If you're brand new and your goal is multiple six figures of income, but you're brand new, you don't have much of a clientele built out, you're not really established as of yet, you're probably going to have a lot more of this guy than you are of this guy. And so, like when I first started in my business, I've told the story multiple times, I did not have anything. Zero marketing budget, and I did not have a lot of money to invest back into my business. So what did I do? Everything I did was dedicated towards time. Now, it took me much longer to realize the impact of this, but I started out mainly giving up my time for business. And what did that look like? Well, I would cold call for Medicare supplements when people were turning 65, 90 days out. Of course, compliantly and all that fun stuff. I feel like I have to say that, because if I don't, compliance police will come out of the woodworks and, do what compliance police do. But I would cold call. I would knock on doors. I would work old direct mail leads, whatever it could be for me to get in front of people by just getting out there and sort of pounding the pavement, getting out and talking to businesses, getting out and talking to other insurance agencies that maybe didn't do what I did, that I was trying to partner with. These are the type of things that you can essentially do to trade your time for business, but it's not scalable. It gets to a point where you can only grow so fast. It gets to a point where doing that and only that is not going to be sustainable. But sometimes when you're first starting out, these are kind of the things you need to do. Some of that grassroots stuff. And not to say that the grassroots stuff isn't scalable, You can do a lot of great things with grassroots marketing, like getting out in the community, holding events, whatever it might be. They can be great avenues for getting your name out there and getting you known and familiarized with your community. However, at some point in time, you need to start focusing on spending money on your business. No great business, I challenge you to think of one, because it doesn't exist, no great business. And when I say a great business, I don't mean a single producer who's a great producer. I mean an actual business. And if you're trying to grow an actual business, then this is what you need to be focused on. No great business has ever done what they've been able to do without investing money back into your business. I look at someone that's willing to invest in their business as somebody that treats it like a business instead of a job or a hobby or a side hustle or whatever you might want to call it, whatever terminology you want to use. They're going to treat it like a business because they're willing to invest into it like they would a business. And as your business starts to grow, and as you get to a point where your time is starting to shrink, it's getting less and less and less as you get more clients, you get more customers, your time becomes more valuable. And this is where I got in my business. I essentially went from 0 to a 6-figure income, my first 6-figure income, on the back of trading my time. I barely spent any money on leads or marketing, not because I was some hotshot, because I didn't really put 2 and 2 together that that's something I needed to do. I was very young, I was very naive. I was 23, 24 years old at the time when I was hitting my first 6 figures of income. But if I was willing to start out here, and as soon as I was able to start integrating this to combine with what I was doing here, then I would have grown a lot faster and scaled a lot faster. Now, this is something I know today. This is something I learned at some point, but look at your business like a little flickering flame. I'm gonna try to draw a flame here, right? Let's say this is a flame. This is an ugly, ugly flame, right? I'm not an artist by any means. Look at, I would do this. I would look at your business as this little tiny flickering flame. And trading time for your business can essentially keep these flames growing. It's going to keep the fire going. It's going to keep everything where it needs to be. But I look at spending money on your business as like you're pouring gasoline on that fire and causing the flame to just really just light up and grow incredibly fast. What does it look like to spend money on your business? Now, what am I exactly talking about when I talk about spending money on your business? Well, it could look like a lot of different things, guys. For some of you starting out that might not have any experience spending money on your business, it could be leads. It could be buying leads from vendors, right? It could be buying leads from lead heroes, we talked about at the beginning of this video. It could be doing direct mail drops with a good direct mail lead vendor. It could be buying Facebook leads from somebody who's great at generating Facebook leads. And it very much can be learning how to market and generate your own leads through, whether it be through Facebook, organic Google SEO, things like that, or building funnels, driving traffic into funnels. This is where this gets kind of exciting on this side, because then once you start investing into your business, the potential of your business goes up dramatically. And I tell new agents that your goal should be to probably start here and invest where you can here. And I believe that the best thing that you can do on the money side when you're brand new is determine what your marketing budget is going to be. What is your marketing budget going to look like? How much can you reasonably spend every month without not being able to pay your bills or buy groceries? What does that look like? Is it $500 a month starting out? Is it maybe $1,000 a month starting out? Maybe you have reserves in your bank account. Maybe you have a spouse that's working that can pay the bills and they give you a little bit of flexibility. Whatever your case might be, what is your marketing budget going to look like starting out? If it's 0, then you have to essentially live and die by giving up your time for business, by getting out there and pounding the pavement and spending time to get in front of people. But if you have any kind of budget whatsoever that you can spend every month, whether it be just a couple $100, whether it be $500 a month, whether it be $1,000 a month, you need to isolate that, commit to that, and make sure that you're spending that amount on your business each and every month to generate lead flow. Because I promise you, it's going to help you grow very, very quickly over the course of time. Now let's talk about the evolution of your business. So for me personally, like I said, I started out pounding the pavement for the first couple of years of me growing my business. That is all I did. And it's mainly because that's all I knew to do at that point in time. I kind of went through phases in my business. I had transition periods where I would go from pounding the pavement exclusively, making 300 to 500 phone calls a day on a Monday or Tuesday for people turning 65, and I would gradually transition into spending some money on leads, trying out different lead vendors, just kind of dipping my toes in the water for that, if you will. And then before I knew it, I was buying a lot of leads, buying a lot of different kinds of leads, diversifying my marketing approach. Before I knew it, my spending budget was growing and growing and growing. And then, over time, I would start to experiment with learning how to generate my own leads, right? Like running Facebook ads and campaigns like that. And that was something that I learned on the side. What I tell new agents what you want to do is you want to be focused on selling first and foremost. Selling is what you need to do to get you from 0 to 6 figures, and you don't need to learn the marketing right off the bat, but there needs to be phases to this. There's levels to this stuff, guys. So when you're first starting out, just start making sales. You don't have to worry about marketing that much. You don't have to worry about a lot of this other stuff because you have enough on your mind. You have enough on your plate at this point. You're trying to learn product. You're trying to learn the business. You're trying to learn how to make sales. You're trying to learn how to talk to customers. You're trying to learn a lot right off the bat. So just get out there and make sales. Spend your time, pound the pavement, buy leads when you can, that kind of stuff. Then once you get to the point where you're starting to make some kind of money and you can invest maybe a little bit more or maybe a little bit more consistently, then you want to be spending money on your business in terms of buying leads, in my opinion. And while you're in the second phase here, what you want to be doing is you want to be studying, in my opinion, you want to be studying and learning how to take your business to the next level by learning how to market. Now, there's plenty of people out there that are fantastic agents that build great big businesses that never really learn how to market. I'm not saying that this is a necessity, but this is how I would want to do it in my business. I would like to be able to run different marketing campaigns in-house in our office here. And that's what we do. It's a big part of our marketing attack. It's a big part of our focus now at this point in time. And we're always learning more. We're always getting better at it. Marketing is going to look like a couple of different avenues here. It's not necessarily going to take the same shape each and every time. You have paid marketing. It's going to be like Facebook ads, YouTube ads, maybe even LinkedIn ads, different things like that, running paid ads on social media platforms that have traffic and where your customers exist, kind of depending on what your focus is and what kind of customer you're looking for. Then you have content marketing. Content marketing is going to more swing back the end of the pendulum, back to that area where we're talking about giving up more time than money. It's going to cost you time to create content, to learn how to create content. That is a big part of that conversation that needs to be had because content marketing looks like making videos, creating YouTube videos, making a YouTube channel, creating a blog, writing books, starting a podcast, all of those things by putting out helpful information that can help your consumers know more about what their buying options are. And people like to do business with people that educate them. So having a content marketing approach not only does you a big favor in the eyes of your clients and your consumers, but it also does a big favor for you in terms of building your long-term brand. And that's where this stuff starts to get exciting, to where you can essentially move up this ladder here, and you're moving from one level to a next level to the next level, and then before you know it, you're in high demand. You're in high demand. People want to do business with you because of your reputation. You've done a great job for other clients and customers, but you're also somebody that has their footprint on all different kinds of avenues where they're looking, and they see you as a person that's an educator. Anyway, guys, this is kind of a quick, summarized, rough presentation of a lot of different ideas on some stuff that you need to be focused on to make a multiple six-figure income. I've done this, and this is how I did it, and this is kind of a little bit about my journey and my path to get there. Now, if I could go back and do it again, the main thing I would have started doing is I would have started spending money on my business sooner, and I would have started creating content sooner. So I'm not telling you guys to wait 5, 6, 7 years into your career before you start doing that. You don't need to do it in your first year, 2 years. At that point, you just really need to focus on building an income and building a clientele. Just sell at that point. However, once you're past that point, maybe once you're at the $100,000 mark in your business, then you want to start pouring gasoline on the fire. And that's, for me, is something I look back on and have regret on because it took me too long to start pouring gasoline on that fire. We do it now, but I wish we did it sooner. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, do me a favor, drop a like. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything you would have liked me to discuss? Is there anything you'd like to add? Comment it down in the description. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when we upload. And we'll see you next time. Here's to your success. Thanks so much for watching.